Nathan and I are about to embark on an adventure down deep into the earth. We're here at Wind Cave National Park, one of the largest cave systems in the world. I'm a little nervous, I haven't been in a cave in a while, and we're gonna embark on the longest and most extensive journey through the cave system. The caves get their name from this weird breathing phenomenon, which is actually a change in the atmospheric pressure. When the pressure is high, it brings air into the cave, and when it's low, the air gets sucked out of the cave. Our tour is about to start pretty soon, so let's get in there and check out some caves. Excited. So this is Ranger Mike. He's going to take us on our tour down through the wind caves. How long did you say you've been working here?
I've been working here over 25 years.
Wow, that's amazing. You said you've gone down and done some of the excursions yourself?
A little bit of the exploration. I haven't done too much lately.
Yeah.
I've been noticing the holes are getting smaller.
Right. But that's so cool that you've gone to kind of explore and see stuff that people haven't seen before.
Yeah,
That must be
not very
incredible.
many places left where you can do something like that. And
I mean,
Wind Cave National Park is one of them.
that's so cool. It takes a certain kind of person, I think, to be able to do that. Look down in there.
The rock that is all around us is limestone, and it was laid down at the bottom of an ocean. So we have some pretty great examples of the boxwork all around us here.
So this is called boxwork, and it's kind of slippery almost. It's very smooth feeling. I mean, it's still definitely really bumpy and stuff. The Wind Cave is one of the only caves in the world that has so much of this. When we get down there, this is what we're gonna see. And I'm really excited. We can't touch it down there though. Cave monster.
So the Wind Cave is made by water. The boxwork is a crack filling. There were tiny little cracks in the limestone. They got filled in with this material. And then the limestone, it dissolved away. So the same time that the passageway we're standing in was formed, the boxwork, which was already there, was being exposed by that same acidic water. So it's very different from a cave that has water dripping into it, making stalactites and stalagmites. This process is finished. This is done. There is no more boxwork forming. But what is still going on, there's white stuff on the ceiling. That is the beginnings of some of the cave popcorn. And that is forming where there is water oozing out from the tiny little pores in the rock itself. So it's almost like the limestone is sweating. Okay, we know that Wind Cave was a very important place to some of the people that lived in this area. And if you guys go look at the natural entrance, you'll see a big sign that talks about the importance of Wind Cave to the Lakota people. They talk about a hole in the Black Hills out of which the wind blows, and a hole in the Black Hills out of which the buffalo and the people came. We're gonna climb higher into the limestone, and the nature of the rock is gonna change. Look for that change in the cave as we move higher into the limestone.
This way.
There's an N for Nathan. It's my rock.
That's your rock. I have this strong urge to just climb. I just want to climb through it.
Don't do that.
I know, I'm not going to. It's against the rules. But I really want to.
Up here, it's very different. It really is. It looks like two different kinds of caves. This is the smooth, rounded ceilings and actually larger roofs are very typical of the upper levels of Wind Cave. The cave explorers have crawled down 500 feet below the surface. At that level, they found caves that's still filled with water, just like this used to be filled with water a long time ago. Now you're going to notice another change between here and the place where I'll be showing you the fossils up in the ceiling, okay? And you tall folks will notice it more than the short ones.
I have to duck. I don't think Rose does. Little low down here.
Spacious.
For you, maybe.
Look at right up there. See that?
Yeah.
Looks like a little seashell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because there used to be an ocean here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. It's like, where's the ocean?
I know, it's long gone. the shell creatures died, and those shells got crushed and compressed and cemented together. We're looking at a bunch of brachiopod fossils right here in the ceiling. Now remember, this is still forming. This is forming from water that's coming right out of the tiny little pores in the limestone. And that water, there's the minerals it has in it. So the more blunt-ended is the popcorn, and there's another kind of decoration here too. That's called frost work. It kind of looks like snowflakes or something. It's formed the same way as the popcorn, with the water coming right out of the walls of the cave. Guys, they make a map as they're going. They're drawing pictures of the shape of the rooms, and they're taking measurements with a compass and an inclinometer that measures the angles up and down. And back in the old days, they measured from one survey station to the next with a tape measure. That's how we know there's 145 miles of cave. They measured it with a tape measure. Now, I hope as we've been walking along, you're starting to get an idea of how complex this underground wilderness is. Folks, you are sitting in the middle of the easiest cave in the world for the cave explorers to get lost in. For them, crawling down here, it's like an ant that's walking around inside a great big sponge.
Do they have any estimation of how big it might actually be then?
The volume of the cave, do we know how long it is? Well, we actually have measured the millions of cubic feet of air escaping from the cave after a barometric pressure change. We compared that mathematically using the ideal gas law with the average size of the passageway that we had found so far. And we think that 145 miles of cave is less than 10% of what's out here. The exploration mostly done by members of the National Speleological Society, a national organization concerned with cave exploration and cave conservation. These folks right down here are 25 stories down. They're 250 feet down below the surface.
Above our head of dirt and rock.
Any stories about the construction of this path?
Oh, wow. The stairs were put in by the Civilian Conservation Corps. They had to carry that concrete in inner tubes over their shoulders. It was already mixed up. Each tube weighed about 60 pounds. Now the walkways that you're standing on, this is more recent. This was put in 1986. The Civilian Conservation Corps were here in the 1930s. In 1986, we put this in, and they carried the concrete in the same way.
Wow.
See, there are places in Wind Cave that will never be on the map because they can't even be explored in a way that's consistent with the protection of a national park. We'll for sure find our way down a lot of the holes that you folks have been looking down. So you need to remember that when you were here, Wind Cave was 145 miles long, and see how long it is when you come back.
Someone went down there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was maybe like a little nervous before we started going, but once we got down there, it's just like, it's so cool and enchanting, and like,
It's amazing.
one thing I didn't think about when we were going down, sorry to interrupt you, is the silence.
Yeah.
It's like, I've been in quiet places before, but that kind of silence was like otherworldly.
When he turned all the lights off, it was amazing. Like, I've never been in that dark before. Like, you can't tell if your eyes are open or closed.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know you're gonna be waiting for your eyes to adjust, but you could be down here for 100 years and your eyes would never adjust. Like, it's crazy. And yeah, just
So cool.
absolute silence.
Like, I felt like I had to whisper when I was down there because it was so quiet. You just like,
Yeah.
you know, you're like, you don't want to like disturb the peacefulness of it in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool. Let's go find another cave to go in.